All right, here is a quick video tutorial on how to use the GitHub Desktop for those in class that need to run through it a few times in order to get it, which I'm the same way. So here is your GitHub Desktop right here. As you can see, we have our Unreal project. I have the GitHub test right there. So you've already created the project. Again, like I had mentioned in class, make sure to enable GitHub on whichever engine you're using, whether it be Unreal or Unity, so that you can enable that version control so it can communicate between the two. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new repository. Here you have add, create new repository. I'm going to give it a name. And then I'm going to choose the path. When I choose the path, I want to go to where my Unreal projects are. I want to find the Unreal project in which I am going to go ahead and create the repository from. And I want to select the folder. So that's where everything's going. I want to go into my git ignore. If it's in Unity, select Unity. If it's Unreal, go ahead and select Unreal. And I'm going to create my repository. I'm going to go ahead and publish my branch. Don't keep it private if you want other people to be able to see this when you're applying for jobs and you give them your GitHub repository link. So uncheck that box and publish repository. And the branch has been published. So now you can see git test main branch, and it is currently on the origin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that folder location. So for here, it's in my documents. It's in my Unreal projects. It's in GitHub test. And as you can see, it created a folder for that repository. So what I want to do from here is I want to grab everything that was in this folder before, and I want to add it to my GitHub repository. So all I have is git test here, and everything shows up right there. So what will happen is all those changes are going to show up right here. I'm going to make a comment. And then I'm going to commit to main. After I commit to main, you'll see push origin show up right here. Once you click push, you'll see it start compressing and writing the objects. All right, as we can see, we went ahead and pushed and it's finished. Now what we want to do is check our GitHub. Apologize for that. And then we'll refresh, and in our GitHub, we will see all this content. We could see it changed 6 minutes ago. Took a little bit to upload. And we're going to go ahead into our project now, which is off of that. And I'm going to open the, it changed just a little bit. Let me go browse. There we are. Let's open that. All right. It will open our Unreal Engine project. As you can see, very basic project. What we can do here is we can delete. All right, we deleted a few things. I'm going to go file. I'm going to go save all. And then what I want to do is when I'm done working on my project, I want to close out of it. Now, if I do this from main, then what I can do is just post it straight to main, delete assets. So when I commit to main from here, it's going to push right to main. And my main branch has now been updated. No pull request required. You don't usually want to do that because if you break something with main, then it's hard to come back from it. So what you want to do instead is when you go to work on something, you want to click on current branch, type in your name, and then what you're going to do on the project, delete assets is usually what I go, create a new branch. So what it's going to do is it's going to create a new branch from the current existence of main. Now I'm going to publish branch. Now that has become a part of my repository, is that branch. So when I go open Unreal, it's going to open it from the branch I'm currently on. So it's going to mutate those folders and those files within that folder to be based on what your branch is. So when you make changes and you commit and you push, it's going to push these changes to that branch. So browse, test project. Here we go with launching again. Go this ramp. My ramp. Oh, right. Now I'm going to save all. That's now been saved. Again, want to close out of your project. See the updates over here. I'm going to commit, deleted assets, commit, and I'm going to push. Now I'm going to create what's called a pull request. Now this is going to request that I merge the data with main. So I can say, deleted ramp assets in main level, just to kind of let them know what's going on. Then I'm going to create pull request. The pull request will go out. And what you can do is take this URL here, copy it and send it on Slack or whatever communication, email or anything to your partners and let them know, hey, you've created this pull request. Can you take a look at it? Once they've taken a look at it and approved the pull request, if you set it up those checks and balances within there, you will merge pull request. Once all this is completed, you can add any comments you might want to add, confirm the merge, and then delete the branch. Now you want to do this from the time you sit down, create a new branch, work on your project. Go ahead when you're done, even if you didn't finish everything you needed to on that specific branch, commit, push, create a PR, have it approved and merge with main. And then next time you sit down, you'll go ahead and create a new branch. You want to do this so it stays up to date with main at all times. So now I've done that, I'm going to go back to main. I'm going to fetch origin. You'll see there's something to pull into origin. There's two changes, fetch. And there's the two changes. Now, if you go back to GitHub and you went to your code, you can see that 2 minutes ago, there's been a change. And it's updated the content within that file. So that is how you create the branch. What I usually do is afterwards, I'll right click this and delete because that branch is deleted within Git. So there's no point in having it there. And then you can see any PRs, pull requests that are currently open through here, which there are none. So that's that there. To clone it, what you'll do is if you go to the settings within the repository, go to collaborators, and you could add collaborators within the project so you can give them access. They'll have direct access to make any changes to that. You could set up checks and balances within that as well, or you could just set it up for branching, like Andrew had showed you previously. So that's that there. And then what you do is you want to go here, add your clone repository. It'll show up with all the repositories you have available. If you're added to that repository will show up. You'll click that and then you'll choose the path in which you want to do. So usually for this, you'll just want to put it in Unreal projects. Then what will happen is that'll show up as available project you can make edits to and play within the engine itself. And then you'll select the Unreal folder, give it a name, and then you'll be good to go. Or actually just click on the repository, clone it, and then it'll clone into there, and then you'll be good to go. And then it'll show up just like this. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything else you need to know, please feel free to reach out and let me know. Thanks.